Well, Nurgle is all back together again because we got the N and the R and the G. So the gang's
Yes!
all here.
Woo! For the first time in history. Welcome back to the Cape and Cowl podcast. I'm Ryan.
Oh, I'm Nate.
And I'm Gabe.
And yeah, we have the entirety of the company in one call. I don't think we've ever had a video published with all three of us in it. Because all of them now are privated, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
I think so.
Wow.
Yeah.
So this is the official
Because they're
Nurgle
So
Studios
I'm not
crew.
gonna say any bad words. I'm not gonna ruin my reputation.
Nate just pulls out the most egregious.
Supergirl.
That's right. Everybody's gonna be like, "Wow, Nate is such a wholesome guy."
Until he says that he hates women.
Oh no, that'll get me kicked out of the medical field. That's 50% of the customers.
Yeah. So, Gabe, with this beautiful what's the word?
Union.
Reunion. Thank you. This beautiful reunion. Why don't you hit us with some news? I know that you were texting me and you just have boatloads of news for us.
Okay, so when I texted you, it was 22, and I found like 2 more headlines since then. So it's so much. I'm gonna speed run. Don't you worry. It's just because we didn't record last week, so it's like double duty.
Yeah.
We go so fast. Gorilla Grodd and Jimmy Olsen TV series is going to begin filming soon. It's been something that was rumored, and now it's like confirmed. It's going to come out next year and like tie into Man of Tomorrow. Which is weird, but James Gunn says it's great. So
okay. I trust James Gunn.
This is the gun has never jammed until maybe this movie. But that wasn't his fault. We'll get to that.
Mm-hmm.
Next up,
Time out.
DC.
Time out. Start that one over. Start it over.
Okay.
Good.
This is going to make you really happy, I'm sure. The Booster Gold pilot script has been submitted to DC.
Woo! Hashtag Shane Top for Booster Gold. We need to make it happen. Shane Top is in Smosh. He's a Smosh cat.
I am aware, which is why I think that's not going to happen.
He's an actor.
Cast of Spider-Man, Brand New Day teased the Gray Hulk in the film. Tom Holland. I'm going to do a really bad Tom Holland impression. The Hulk is green. That's Michael Caine, but it's mine. And then Zendaya says, "Is he though? I don't know." And then Jacob Batalon says, "There are other colors." And then Tom Holland, who is Michael Caine, says, "I didn't say that. I'm getting hot." So yeah, maybe
Pink
Gray Hulk. Also, Brand New Day trailer came out since last time we talked, the second one. I thought it was not as good as the first one, but I thought it was still cool, and Sadie Sink is Jean, and you're wrong if you think otherwise.
True.
Any thoughts on the trailer, Ryan?
No.
Okay. Aaron Paul he's gonna be in Clayface in a minor role. You know Aaron Paul?
Yeah, from Invincible.
And Breaking Bad, more famously. But yes, Invincible. Yeah. X-Men 97 is going to have a 3-episode premiere. Now that is, look, it's Jesus. That is a 3-episode premiere that by the time you're watching this has already happened.
Oh, shoot.
So,
yeah, that's right.
Speaking of episodes, here are the episode titles. Episode 1 is Days of Past Future. Episode 2 is A Force to Be Reckoned With. Episode 3 is Rise of Apocalypse Part 1. Episode 4 is Rise of Apocalypse Part 2. Episode 5 is Weapon X, Lies, and DVDs. Episode 6 is Danger.exe. Episode 7 is Strange Land, Savage Heart. So go back to Savage Land, maybe?
Strange.
Oh, or Doctor Strange, maybe,
Strange.
yeah. Episode 8 is The Dead Man's Hand, and episode 9, the finale, is Survival of the Fittest.
Apocalypse straight away. That's heat. I love that.
Apocalypse. It's going to be peak. I'm so excited. Tom Holland was one of the first to learn of Robert Downey Jr. being Dr. Doom. He says he's excited to grace the set and learn what that means for Peter, unsurprisingly confirming that Spider-Man will be in Doomsday and or Secret Wars. Here's something exciting. Mark your calendars. Expect a Doomsday trailer and merch reveals, including Lego, on July 26th. That is objectively way too late for that trailer. Shame on you, Marvel. I hate you.
Months.
You know what?
We've been waiting for
It's
this
fine.
trailer since what, May? Earlier?
It was like March or April when they showed it off at CinemaCon.
Yeah.
To the elite few. Stupid.
Jeez.
Dynamic Duo is an animated movie coming out in 2028 from DC. And here are the plot details. It is going to follow Dick Grayson and Jason Todd as they grow up as street rats and split up when Jason joins the Red Hood gang and Dick becomes Robin. This is currently supposed to be an Elseworlds project, but Gunn has reportedly explored the idea of making it DCU canon. If that's the plot, don't make that DCU canon. That is fine for Elseworlds. That is a terrible idea for how you do your Robins in canon. That is an awful idea. Do not make that canon. Talking to you, Jimmy Gunn, directly, because he watches this. I know it.
He takes our notes
seriously. Yeah.
Yeah. Tom Holland says one character in the MCU knows who Spider-Man is. I bet you it's Jean Grey.
It's himself.
Okay. Batman Nightfall Part 1 will be rated R, and a trailer came out. It's going to be 3 parts. It looked peak. It looked so good, and Part 1 is coming out this year. At least Part 1.
That's still Robert Pattinson?
No. That's the animated one.
Oh, okay. Nightfall. Okay.
Yeah, I sent you that trailer. I don't know if you watched it. It looks peak. Watch the trailer. It looks so good.
Is Jensen Ackles voicing him then?
No, Anson Mount is voicing him. Nightfall is the Bane story. It was Bane's introduction. Bane breaks Batman's back, and then Azrael has to become Batman in the meantime, and then Batman, I think, comes back and beats up Azrael. It's a whole thing, but apparently it's going to be uber violent. I guess Azrael, melts a dude's face off with a sword.
Whoa!
Which sounds dope.
Put that in live action.
Where was I?
Nightfall.
Batman Caped Crusader Season 2 will be released, all of the episodes, on July 31st. Another significantly more significant thing is happening on July 31st, which happens to be this little teeny movie called Spider-Man Brand New Day is coming out. Priority-wise, that's what we're going to cover. We're not even going to cover Caped Crusader Season 2. I'll watch it. I'm watching Season 1. It's like a 1930s Batman thing, except that it's not even super stylized, so it doesn't even feel like it's set in the 1930s. It's fine. It's a Batman show. I'll watch Season 2 so that I can rank it at the end of the year, but
comment
nothing
if you want Gabe to review it.
No. Gabe doesn't want to review it. Set leak seemingly confirms that Elektra will return in Born Again Season 3. Cool. Jack Quaid will be in Invincible Season 5 as Gravitator.
Whoa.
Cool. Continuing the trend of characters from The Boys showing up in Invincible. Invincible Season 6 has been greenlit to the surprise of literally nobody.
Oh, yeah.
TT Games, next game, said to be a Warner Brothers property, largely believed to be DC. Now, TT Games does not do exclusively Lego, but
they're pretty much known.
That's basically what they do. So they just had that Batman game come out, Batman
Arkham.
Batman Dark Knight something. I don't know. I heard it's really good. I haven't bought it yet. So speculation is if it's DC, maybe it's a Justice League game or a Superman game or yeah, I would play a Lego Superman game. That sounds dope.
Legacy
Avengers
of the Dark
Endgame.
Knight.
Legacy of the Dark Knight. I knew it was Dark Knight something. Avengers Endgame Encore to include a special intro, additional scenes, a special tag for IMAX and Infinity Vision screenings.
We're gonna see that.
DC announced, yeah, we are going to see it. DC announces 3 new animated shows. Joker Laughed Riot, which is, I believe, going to be anime, and it sounds kind of interesting. It is what happens to Joker after Batman is killed. Joker investigates Batman's murder and kind of has to reconcile who he is without Batman, and also like kind of becomes an anti-hero. So
Neat.
interesting concept. There's a crypto TV show, whatever. And Absolute Batman. Absolute Batman is getting an animated series, a 3D animated series. So we'll see.
Didn't they reveal his suit? The thick bat.
I don't get it publicly.
Oh, okay.
What?
The thick bat symbol.
He's a thick Batman.
Yeah.
Mr. Miracle confirmed to be a DCU show, and the voice actors will play the live action version of the character. That should be coming out later this year or maybe early next year. We'll see. Okay. DCU Batman may be cast, and it's reportedly an unexpected name. Some sources are suggesting Tom Brittany. That is a name that sounds nothing like Jensen Ackles, which makes me a little bit sad. But I did look up Tom Brittany. He is not in anything that I have seen, but he does look like Batman.
Okay.
Undoubtedly, he's got like the square chin. Like I could picture it in the cowl. You know, and David Cornsweet was an unknown name, and he is perfect as Superman. So I can get behind it.
Nice.
As long as they promise me that they will make a Dark Knight Returns Elseworlds movie and put Jensen in that one.
Mm-hmm.
Because I need live action Jensen Ackles Batman in my life. I need it. I need it injected straight into my veins. Okay. Now this is a weird one, and it doesn't really make any sense to me, but I'm not complaining about it. Thunderbolts 2 is reportedly in development, and it will likely be a new team based on Who Survives in Secret Wars. I think that's awesome. Thunderbolts was the best movie I saw, period, last year. It's one of my favorite Marvel movies ever. It's great. I loved it. I would love to see a lot of those characters return. As long as Yelena's on the team,
Well, yeah.
great.
Yeah.
I would love it if they added Bullseye to the team, because he's on a little hero redemption arc thing he's doing right now. So that would be really cool.
Do you like the title Thunderbolts 2?
I don't know if it would be called Thunderbolts 2 as much as it is a sequel to Thunderbolts.
A sequel to Thunderbolts, okay.
Yeah.
I hope they don't call it that.
But here's what doesn't make any sense to me. So they're supposedly making Thunderbolts 2 here, but Fantastic Four 2 and Doctor Strange 3 are reportedly not a priority. They're not developing those movies. Which just doesn't, like, you would think they want to do a Doctor Strange 3 just because Doctor Strange.
We haven't had one in forever, yeah.
Yeah, and Multiverse of Madness made a bunch of money. Fantastic Four wasn't a huge success, but it made more money than Thunderbolts did. It wasn't as good of a movie. It was still a very good movie. I liked Fantastic Four.
Right.
Thunderbolts was the better movie, and I think it was probably critically received better, but it made like $200 million less. Thunderbolts, I don't even think made a profit. I believe Thunderbolts like broke even.
That's crazy.
So I'm okay with it because, I mean, it was a good movie. I like the investment, but I just think it's a weird move if this is true. Last thing. I promise I'm done. The Bane and Deathstroke movie is reportedly a priority at DC, and it may be the next movie to begin filming after Man of Tomorrow.
I can't wait for Deadpool in the DCU.
Not who that is, but okay.
Deathstroke. Teen Titans Go?
Deathstroke is an entirely different guy.
De-
Deathstroke is the guy in Son of Batman. With the eye
Oh, right. The guy who looks like Spider-Man, kind of. It's like a half Spider-Man.
patch. It is.
He's
kinda
like
a half
yellow.
spider.
Or orange,
Yeah.
I mean. Yeah.
That
Deathstroke
is
is
a
cool.
confusing thing because we're going to get into this with Supergirl, but the CEO, Peter Safran, co-CEO, he said that Supergirl is going to be a big part of Man of Tomorrow, but then she's going to be a big part of the project that comes after Man of Tomorrow, which I kind of assumed would be Wonder Woman. And I'm like, okay, a Wonder Woman Supergirl team-up movie, that feels weird, but
That'd be
okay.
pretty cool, yeah.
But if it's Bane and Deathstroke, that's really weird that she'd be a big part of that movie.
I think that would be really awesome because she'd be like, either they make the plot about who is it, Bane and Deathstroke?
Bane and Deathstroke.
They follow them as the villain main characters fighting Supergirl, or she teams up with them and does like a type thing.
I think. No, you haven't seen Peacemaker, have you?
Mm-mm.
So something happens at the end of Peacemaker that's kind of a big deal. Something they're going to be focusing on a lot. I think that might tie into Bane and Deathstroke. Bane and Deathstroke might end up where Peacemaker ended up. If
Okay.
I mean, that's vague. That you don't know what's.
I'll start
I'm talking
watching
about, but
Peacemaker.
those of you who watched Peacemaker season 2 know where Peacemaker ended up, and I think if Bane and Deathstroke got put there too, that could be an interesting idea for a movie. I like Bane. I like Deathstroke, so it's an interesting concept. Undoubtedly, it would be a weird 5th movie for the DC, but then again, Clayface is a weird 3rd movie, and Supergirl's kind of a weird 2nd movie. So
yeah, to go from
I don't
Superman to Supergirl. Yeah. Speaking of
Superman, that would make sense, but Supergirl to Clayface before we have a Batman,
yeah,
that one's weird to me.
yeah,
I think it's going to be a good movie. It looks very scary, but
I've loved all the trailers for it so far.
I said it's definitely a weird choice.
Oh yeah. Well,
it'll make money. It'll make so much money. I'm almost positive of it because the budget is so low. But
well, speaking of Supergirl, let's get into that movie because that's the second, like you said, the second DCU reboot, I suppose, or a James Gunn rejuvenated, beautiful piece of cinema. This one was first thoughts right now. Because you guys watched it together, didn't you?
We did.
Yeah. That one was a little bit of a scary movie.
There was the one jump scare.
There was one jump scare.
Like, but he grabbed my arm.
It was basically the girl who was traveling with Supergirl.
Yeah.
She was like going to get water for Supergirl because Supergirl was like sick and something because of the green sun, and like all of a sudden, like because she's like behind a rock or whatever, and this guy from the one of the
pops out of nowhere.
Just like I like jumped and I was like,
he grabbed my arm.
I did the same thing. I jumped at the same point.
If I would have been holding popcorn, there would have been a huge mess.
Well, because
it's not.
Because you see the guy in the water and you're like, oh, he can't get her, and then boom. Like,
right.
I basically peed my pants. Well,
I jumped too, but not as bad as Nate jumped.
I thought it was a good movie. I have to agree with Gabe. We were talking about it in the car afterwards. That Superman was definitely a better movie.
Oh yeah.
It was just, I think it was cooler. It was it had maybe a little bit more going on, especially with that, like, that alternate dimension where all that stuff was going on. I thought that was cool.
Yeah.
in Superman.
Well,
That
that's
this was
interesting.
like,
That's interesting that you say that there wasn't, because I feel like the Supergirl movie had too much going on, where you're jumping
yeah,
planets
That's
every other minute, which I think is cool
yeah,
to build
that's
that world, but
sure, maybe that's what it is. It just didn't feel full enough. It felt fragmented, and that's why it didn't feel as together or something. I don't know.
yeah. Well, and the problem is Superman 2025 is a top 10 superhero movie of all time. It's a perfect
The
movie.
problem
Okay, well,
in this situation.
yeah.
Superman is perfect. I love it. It's wonderful. People can call me a gun shill, whatever, but Snyder's movies were shit. I mean, they were god awful. Man of Steel is a terrible movie. Batman versus Superman is a terrible movie. I know he didn't do Justice League, but Justice League is a terrible movie. Suicide Squad is a terrible movie. I mean, there is very little to like about the DCEU.
Yeah.
I haven't seen Zack Snyder's Justice League. I hear it's better than Justice League. I would believe that because Justice League is so bad. But also, you know, I think that Zack Snyder's other two movies are terrible. So I don't know why I would subject myself to 4 hours of Zack Snyder. It's a 4 hour long movie.
It's insane. It's really bad.
It's too long. So I might watch it at some point in time, but it's not a high priority for me because I hate Man of Steel. I mean, I hate Man of Steel. And I also really don't like Batman versus Superman.
Mm-mm.
But so yeah, so
It's
you go
really
from
hard
the
to
high,
follow up.
yeah, the Superman 2025 it's just so good. It's a top 10 of all time, I think.
Yeah.
And then you get Supergirl, which isn't bad. It's just aggressively mediocre. I mean, it is like for me, it's like a 7 out of 10 for me.
Sure.
Which some people might say is too high. For context, my scale is 10 out of 10 is perfect. Really hard to get a 10 out of 10. 9 out of 10 is like an incredible movie with a lot of rewatchability. 8 is a good movie with rewatchability, but there's flaws. 7 is that was fine. I watched it. I liked it. Don't know that I would really want to rewatch it again. And if you're getting into 6 or below, that's where I'm starting to get at actively bad movies.
Mm-hmm.
So it gets a 7, which again means good with very little rewatchability.
Yeah.
So,
Thank you for explaining your definition, Cave.
well, I know I've been seeing people give this movie like a 4, and so I don't want them to be
Oh
like,
no.
I don't want them to be like a 7, but no, a 7
Yeah.
is your 4. So,
Well, and
sure,
even a
but
4 is like, it wasn't a bad movie. Like, the dialogue was good, the action was great.
The action was really awesome. Yeah.
One thing that
yeah,
I griped about while watching The Boys was because they all their fight scenes were terrible. It was jump cuts, and there was no choreography. And in this one, it was heavy blows, but there was still choreography in it, and the camera angles were great. Um, I
Yeah.
love seeing Supergirl's just like flinging guys around. It was crazy.
yeah,
It was pretty dope.
yeah. It's just the story's not great. Like it's just kind of forgettable. It feels like a Phase 1 MCU movie,
Yeah.
and we're so far past that as an audience. Like
Mhm.
we're not going to settle for Phase 1 MCU anymore. We need Phase 3 MCU.
The story seems very irrelevant. It's like, okay, we're following this girl who they like in the movie they're actively making Supergirl is actively making a joke out of this girl because she's like, yeah, like, yeah, we've heard your story, like you're here for revenge, and like it's like, yeah, actually it is kind of like a stupid silly story to have in the
No, yeah, I
movie.
hated that little kid. From the moment she showed up on screen, I was like, I do not like her. She is so annoying. And I turned to Karis and I was watching it with her, and I was like, I hate her. She was like, just give
She
her a
is annoying.
chance. And then throughout the entire movie, I keep turning to her. She is so annoying. I hate her. She's like, okay, I agree with you. But I was just like, I don't care. Like,
Yeah.
The other problem with this movie is the fact that this book exists. Oh, the glare's
the
terrible. There
glare
you go.
is.
This is the Supergirl book.
Mm-hmm.
This is an infinitely better version of
Show
the
us a
story.
page. Show us a page.
Yeah, here's a good one. Look at that
Oh,
color on there.
oh, amazing.
So I watched the movie first, and then that same night I was like, Nate, I think I'm gonna buy the comic. I've heard the comic's good. This took me probably about the same length of the movie to read. I didn't quite do it in one sitting, but pretty close. I took a few breaks. But I mean, I sat down and basically cranked through the whole thing.
Yeah, what were
And
some differences?
so there's lots of stuff. Number one, this is much more colorful. And that was one of the biggest problems I had with the movie. It was just so gray and dull.
Super brown.
This is a incredibly colorful book.
Is she still kind of like in the comic? Is she still kind of like the cynical one?
Not quite to the extent she is in the movie.
Because I think that's where it's like there's like a depression in the movie.
They do a fairly decent job of.
Oh, and that's a whole nother thing. Is like the whole story about Krypton. I don't know. It's pitiful.
Well,
It's like what's going on here? Like it just doesn't come together.
It doesn't make any sense in a world with space buses. How did they let themselves die? I mean, like I get the Krypton story, but like, how did they let this happen?
well, and then
Yeah.
when you have a little bubble of your floating rock, like why didn't you do that to the whole planet? Or like,
Right, why couldn't everybody escape out of the bubble?
yeah,
Oh well, right. No, you're talking
well,
about that. I was thinking like
the
you know
force
how
field
she
bubble
escaped the escape pod?
with the escape pod.
Why couldn't they? There
What
was
an
plenty of room.
asshole! Clark Kent's parents built the one escape pod just for him and didn't share it with anybody else. Like they were like, yeah, we're gonna
Right, those
screw over
escape
our
pods are
entire
massive.
race.
I mean,
My God.
they were kind of horrible.
Well,
as we found out in the
they
Superman
sent
movie,
him to take over Earth.
they wanted him to conquer Earth and have a harem. So they're kind of awful.
Oh yeah. Wait. So that was like that is the actual translation? Is like
Yeah.
okay. Because I forget
The
what
full,
happened.
the full transcript.
People didn't like that. They did double down on it in this movie because I don't know if you remember, but like you see Kal-El's pod go out, and Zor-El and his wife, I think it's Lara.
Wait? Zor-El is her father.
Zor-El is Kara's father.
Okay.
Superman's uncle.
Okay.
And they're like, oh, that's the baby that your crazy brother is sending off to be a conqueror. I mean, she's like, oh yeah, like they double down on it.
And I didn't mind them doubling down. The way they doubled down on it was so on the nose. They were like, oh, there's your evil cousin. Like, jeez. You could have written the dialogue.
Wait, so that happened in Supergirl?
During one of the flashbacks.
Yeah.
Yeah, in the flashbacks. You see the pod go by.
I don't remember that happening.
Yeah. You remember the flashbacks, wow. Nate?
No. They're flashing out of me.
If you guys want to look at me, look this way. Yeah. Hi, Gabe. Hi. Good to see you. Okay.
But so no, there's a lot of this. They follow the blueprint of the book fairly well. Like the beats are all there. The book takes place over several months. I don't mind that they added a ticking clock to the movie. For movies, you need urgency. I didn't need them to copy this one for one. It's just baffling omissions. Like number one, the color. But number two, do you remember in the movie when they're on the space bus and the weird pirate people show up and are like doing teleportation and stuff? It's like whatever. In the book, it's a space dragon. Like that would have been so much cooler.
Cool.
Yeah, basically the pilot calls her up and he's like, it's a space dragon. They're not supposed to be out here, and they eat metal, and we're all gonna die. Can you do something? And then she's like, I'm not really powered up right now. I was just on a red sun planet, but like, I'll try. And then she takes some like drug thing, and then she turns into a phoenix. It's crazy.
That is
but it didn't even need to be that verbatim. But like, why didn't she fight a colorful space dragon instead? Like that's cooler.
I will say
And then,
when she got powered up by the sun, that was so cool. Like I love just
oh yeah,
the flight. Ah, so good.
yeah, and then also Krem doesn't look as weird as he does in the movie. He's just like a regular dude in the book. He doesn't kill her whole family. He just kills her dad.
Mm.
And he's just kind of like a regular looking dude. He's not a brigand. He just kind of gets picked up by the brigands, and then they like hang
Like
out
Star-Lord.
and murder for a while. And then they do the green sun thing, but the green sun thing in the book makes infinitely more sense than it does in the movie. Because in the movie, it's like, oh, it's a green sun, and green makes me powered down or whatever. But in the book,
Nauseous.
yeah, it's weird. In the book, the planet with the green sun was created specifically to take out Superman. Somebody infused the sun with kryptonite
Whoa.
to take out
Mm.
Superman. But it's not the sun that takes out Superman. The sun just weakens them, and then the dinosaurs on the planet is what takes out the Kryptonians.
So it's the combination of the planet and the sun that takes out.
Yeah, it's the dinosaurs on the planet, which like
Sorry.
it's so much cooler.
That is
Like,
awesome.
again, explain the green sun better in the movie and put the dinosaurs in the movie.
Please.
Like,
Yeah.
and then
Man.
at the end of the book, they don't kill Krem. Which in the context of the movie, I'm actually okay that they killed Krem because Krem is so much worse in the movie. He's a pedophile.
Oh my gosh.
In the movie. That is not a part of the book at all, by the way. They just added the pedophile
Yeah.
to the movie.
That
Yes, because
I was telling Gabe in the beginning of the movie, I'm like, are they trying to make like some sort of statement about like sexual exploitation in this movie? I'm like, it's like, I of course
They
I'm
hit
not
their point.
I'm not for that.
Yeah.
No, I don't think anybody watching that movie is for that. But it's like, huh.
I don't
It was
know.
just interesting. Like,
I think they did it well. I think it
just
was good
raising awareness.
motivation.
That's
Because, like,
it was, but like it's not part of the book, and I just don't know why they added it.
I mean, if
I agree with
Supergirl
Ryan.
were to
It's
help,
good
it would
motivation
be to save a bunch of
of
sex
girls.
slaves.
Right. So in the context of that, killing Krem, I think is good and justified. In the book, it's more poignant because basically Ruthie wants to kill Krem the whole time. And
Mhm.
Supergirl's like, no, killing is bad. In fact, there's a line at the beginning of the book, it's great, where she's rowing off in a boat and she goes, don't kill people. It's bad. And that's because she's still a little drunk. It's fun.
It's
But
so good. That's so good.
the whole point is like Ruthie wants to kill him, and Ruthie wants to kill him, and Ruthie wants to kill him, and then they get him tied up. He's tied up down on a planet. She's up in space fighting the ship, which by the way looks like a pirate ship in the book, and it looks so much cooler than the blob that they made in the movie.
Yeah.
It looks like an actual flying pirate ship. It's awesome. And so she has Krem tied down on the island, and then she is like gonna kill him, and she can't bring herself to do it.
Yeah.
She keeps trying to take the sword down, and she keeps stopping. And then Supergirl comes down after she blew up the ship, and she goes to kill Krem, and then Ruthie convinces her not to kill Krem.
Wow.
And then
See, that's character
they
growth.
they end up sending him to the Phantom Zone, which I understand why they didn't do that in the movie, because we haven't
Not
done
even
the Phantom
established.
Zone
Yeah.
yet.
Lego
Like,
Batman.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah. And it's one of those things like, yeah, for the movie, killing him works. Also in the book, Crypto's never in danger.
Oh, I would have liked
They
that.
shoot Crypto. They shoot Crypto, but fine. Like, Kara just went on the trip and used Crypto as an excuse. She was just like, okay, Ruthie, clearly you're going to go whether I go with you or not. So I might as well go with you and teach you a lesson. And then she just used the fact that Crypto got shot as an excuse. And at the end, she's like, we got to get him the antidote. And she's like, oh, no, he's fine. Yeah, no, I just made that part up. Yeah, no, he's chilling.
So was he with them the entire thing, or did he stay?
No, he stays on the planet
Oh.
still. He's okay. And then the one last thing about the book that I want to harp on here before we talk more about the movie
Yeah.
is the book is, let me see if I can find a section here. You see all those like little yellow sections there?
Yeah.
It's kind of hard to see with my camera.
Yeah.
But those are narration done by Ruthie. She narrates the book. The book is from Ruthie's perspective.
Ooh.
Basically, it's an older Ruthie reflecting on this adventure she had with Supergirl years ago, and she's telling you the story. And I wish they'd done that with the movie. It would have been
That
kinda
would have
cool
made more sense
to have narration done.
Yeah.
because then it would make it feel like Ruthie is more of an important part of the movie, because she's telling the story about Supergirl, and it's just kind of like, instead of her just being this annoying girl.
Well, yeah, no, because she kind of just got picked up out of nowhere, and because like even the
Right,
beginning
yeah.
of the movie, or well, okay, I actually don't remember. Was the beginning of the movie Supergirl or was it Ruthie? I can't remember what the beginning of the movie. But I think if they opened the movie with Ruthie, if they did that, then I'm a big hypocrite. But if they didn't do that, they should have done that, and it would have made the rest of the movie better because I would have actually, had this sense of like, oh, this is the main character. Because obviously it's Supergirl movie, not the Ruthie
I
movie.
think it opens with Supergirl.
Yes, okay, good.
I
So
think it does.
you fail.
Like with her being drunk and
It
everything.
opens with Crypto peeing in the newspaper.
Oh
Ah,
yes, right.
yes.
That was a really good opening though.
Yeah.
It was a good opening, but I agree with you though.
So there's just the narration would have made it unique. So honestly, if you got 2 hours, buy this book. It's like $8 on Amazon.
Gabe gets commission from it.
It's like
You should
$8
add
on
it as a
Amazon.
product.
This is the compact comics version. I bought this on Saturday night after we watched the movie. I have since bought like 8 more compact comics.
Oh,
They're
geez.
great. I've been reading them. They're fantastic.
Good thing you have a job, Gabe.
Highly recommend. But ultimately, buying this book on Amazon is going to be cheaper than a movie ticket, and you're going to have more fun, and it's going to take the same amount of time to read as it is to watch the movie. So, like, if you're going to do it, just read this book. Don't watch the movie, honestly. And I hate that I'm saying that, but that's the reality.
Wow, good stuff. So moving from the book with words in it, let's talk about the movie with spoken words in it.
Yeah.
One thing that you mentioned before with the pirate ship, I like the ship design and the like functionalities of them, but I do agree that they could have had a little more character. That was just like the entire set of the settings of the spaceships and planets. I couldn't really tell where we were. If they differentiated them a little bit more, it would have been at least more visually appealing.
Use color. Put some color in the movie.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, then you have
It's
this
kind of
Supergirl. She has such a colorful ensemble, and then it would have given it a lot more contrast to see like Supergirl being the only one in the grays and the browns, and then once she dons the suit, you can see her life sort of rejuvenate as she puts on the suit.
right.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't like that it took her so long to wear the suit. I get it was thematic, but I just hate that we keep doing this. They don't wear the suit until the third act thing. I'm sick of it.
Yeah, I did like her character progression though. I think that the beginning of the movie she didn't really care about anything. She didn't have a home. She didn't define like her people, and that sense of identity she was just searching for this entire movie. And I don't know. What do you guys think about that?
I I mean, let's be clear. The best part of the movie is absolutely Millie Alcock. The people that are trashing her and saying her performance is bad, saying she's not pretty, they don't have eyes or they're Snyder bots, and there's no other option because like she was very good.
Yeah.
Her performance is the highlight. as disappointed as I was by this movie, I am excited to see more Supergirl in other things.
Yeah.
And I would even welcome a Supergirl 2 if they were to make it. Now, they probably won't because I don't think this is going to make any money. But
Go
I
see the
would welcome that
movies.
movie. Yeah, she was good. She was. And the performances are good. As annoying as she was, I did think that the girl who played Ruthie did a good job.
Yeah.
She's kind of like that in the book. I mean, let me just read you a little chunk of text. She's kind of insufferable here.
You can say that again.
She's kind of insufferable there.
You can say that again.
Allow me to continue on the more traditional path of storytelling to better illuminate our beginnings in order that you might understand our ends. I am blessed by crying Anne with 6 brothers, all of whom are elder to me. And that evening at the end feast, they were all yelling mad at one another, each one with a plan of vengeance. Like, she just talks annoyingly.
Jeez.
Read one where she's a kid. Because that was like her reflection, right?
That was her reflection, but she kind of speaks like that as a kid too.
Yeah.
Hang on, you guys talk.
I don't know. I didn't like that. I didn't like the kid actress. I think she was okay.
Here we go. See here, if you examine the sword, you will find it of the high quality and worth. As I have traveled, many well-practiced smiths have offered me the sky for it, but I have no need for the sky. And then actually, as she spends more time with Supergirl, she becomes less British.
Profound. Yeah.
By the end of the book, she's actually speaking in improper English, like the grammar's wrong.
That's
so.
Great.
She's been dumbed down by Supergirl.
It's the alcohol.
After I read the book, I'm like, yeah, okay. So the actress, I think, captured that character well.
Yeah, I think so too. I think the actors in the movie overall were pretty good.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm a Ruthie hater. I'm a Ruthie hater through and through. Everything about her pissed me off.
She achieved her purpose of being annoying.
Well, yeah, but also just
that was
like
the goal.
It was definitely the goal, and she carried through on that goal. But just the way that she delivered her lines also pissed me off. So it wasn't even like the character; it was the person as a whole, which is kind of mean because she was a great actress, but also I didn't like her performance personally.
Yeah, I didn't like Krem. I thought Krem was a poor performance. I was not a fan of what he was doing. It was weird. Didn't like it. But Supergirl was great. Superman. I mean, I know he wasn't in it much.
Well, no, he was in that way more than I thought he would be.
He was in it about as much as I thought he was going to be.
Okay. Well,
which is,
I had
maybe
lower
5 minutes.
expectations. I was
expecting.
You were expecting.
He's so good.
Yeah.
I mean, David Cornsweet is Superman.
What's his last name?
Cornsweet.
Cornsweet.
I wonder what his parents did.
Hi, my name is Mr. Cornsweet. Okay. Oh, okay. Did you make that up? Sorry.
His scene where she lands and he's like, "Oh, I don't speak. Why am I talking?
Why am I talking?
I don't know."
That was the best scene. I love that.
Yeah, that was funny. That was
Guys,
really
how's
funny.
my hairline? Am I going bald?
No, you're fine.
Okay. You guys could have roasted me and then we would have clipped that, but that's fine. No, yeah,
I think
all of the
another
flashback scenes, every single one of those flashback scenes, I wish we had like 2 or 3 more, but they made the movie. And they were placed so nicely too.
Except for the parts where people were dying of a disease and it was kind of confusing what was really happening and why didn't they take escape pods off when the escape pods were so big and
yeah, we don't talk about that.
There's a better logic in the book. There's only enough. So sorry, but I'm going to explain what happens in the book to maybe better understand what happened in the movie.
Okay.
So in the book, it's the same thing in the movie. Basically, the sunlight activated some minerals in the ground, turned them into kryptonite. So there was kryptonite poisoning happening, and so they
because the core of the planet. Sorry.
Yeah, they shoved these metal bars in the ground that absorb the radiation or something. So the food is not poisoned. But the problem is, some people are already dying, including her mother. So like they all die of the kryptonite poisoning.
Wow.
Zor-El is dying of the radiation because he's been dealing with the shield.
He's been
And then
He's,
they
he's the
working
one
on it.
maintaining it.
It's like occupational hazard sort of
so
thing.
he's got cancer.
Did you see Project Hail Mary? It's like the opposite of Rocky.
I never saw that. Is it a good movie?
It's a great
really
movie.
good. You should read the book too.
Did you finally watch
That has Ryan Gosling in it, right?
I actually watched it. I finally watched it.
It's great.
Ryan Gosling is incredible in it. Yeah, he's great.
What platform is it on?
Paramount.
It might be on Amazon.
I think
but I think it's a pay.
I think it's also, you know what? I think I saw that it's also on YouTube movies. So
we probably have to pay for it.
They might also still be showing it in theaters.
In some theaters, yeah.
Okay.
But so anyways, they shove all these like metal bars in the ground. They absorb the radiation, but then there's a problem with like a meteor shower, and it like damages the bubble, and so they only have enough iron alloy left to build one pod.
Oh,
they've run out of resources.
And so they build.
They just have to mine. They just have to mine and craft.
So the bubble goes out as she escapes.
And so everybody dies because there's no air anymore.
Which is not what they do in the movie. That is not what happens.
That would have been crazy to see.
Much better.
Yeah.
Like it would have been like, oh, okay, this makes sense why it's so urgent. Instead of like, we're leaving behind this group of people who are dying, or maybe they are, or something's happening, but like, is there a point in continuing to live anymore? Not that that's kind of the Anyway,
what kind of sun was Krypton orbiting? Was it a red sun?
I have no idea.
Because it couldn't have been a yellow sun. Otherwise, they would have been able to fly away.
Yeah, because they were like normal people.
Yeah.
Right. That is my confusion. Is why didn't they just fly away?
Every time I see,
why didn't they just like, if they knew that because clearly they knew that if they left to go to a different planet, they'd become like conquerors of worlds, right?
Yeah.
Like, why not just leave Krypton? I mean, I know it's your home planet. It's like saying, oh, why don't you just like leave your house? But, like, yeah, but it's my house. Like, I don't know, leaving your home planet, having superpowers, like
I'd take the latter.
Yeah.
So, and they must not have been proficient in space travel, because like they made the escape pods, but they couldn't make a spacecraft.
Right, but like
they seem pretty dumb.
You know how to make an escape pod, then like just make one for everyone.
Yeah.
I don't know.
With the
like that's got to be
or just like use a different alloy, like I don't know, use copper.
Well,
that would have melted.
But like you could have left the planet before it was like blowing up and like crumbling.
Right.
I don't know. The whole thing is like
it's like a hubris thing. Like they think they don't want to listen to the warning signs.
Right. You
talked
about
like,
the pride.
I think that's what it is. It's like a pride thing.
Mm-hmm.
And clearly they love their home, which is like, again, like I get it.
Yeah.
In the beginning, leave.
In the beginning of Superman the movie, did it show him landing on Earth, or when
they
did
throw you right into it?
When did Kal-El get there? Like, how old was he?
He was an infant.
But then
in what,
they
Kansas or whatever.
In the like little pretext of Superman, it says 3 decades ago a baby landed on Earth. So he's like 30.
Okay. That makes sense. So it took them 3 decades for their planet to crumble. And in that 3 decades, they couldn't save it.
No.
Oh, it wasn't dying when they sent out Kal-El.
No, it was dying like right as like it was blowing up as he.
So he was just born, and she was not. She didn't exist yet.
Yeah.
So I was gonna say
she was born in the Argo City bubble.
Right.
But she was like, or how old was she when it blew up? Like 16?
When Krypton blew up,
Yeah.
she wasn't born yet.
No, we talked about this. It was like she's about
You mean
when
how old
Oh,
she was when
they.
she left?
Oh, right. I forgot that they put the shield
She
up.
was born. She was born after Argo City was in the bubble, floating
Her
around.
whole world was that little bubble. I forgot.
Right. She didn't
Okay.
know anything else. They talk about that in the movie.
That makes sense. And that's why they have such limited
did the math.
resources. Okay.
Yeah, we did the
It
math
all
on
fits
it.
together.
Based on when she landed on Earth, she must have been between 18 and 19
Yeah.
because she's 26 in
20,
the movie.
No,
23 in the movie. 23 in the movie.
Sorry,
Yeah.
you're right. Sorry, she's 23 in the movie, which takes place 1 year after Superman. So she's 22 in Superman, and Superman takes place 3 years after he debuted. And when she lands, he's in the costume, so she can, at bare minimum, be 19.
Right.
We assume she crash lands right after he debuts as Superman. That makes her 19.
Right on.
3 years before 22. Yeah. Okay.
Nice. Good math. Let's see what else. What else is there?
Can we talk about the addition to the movie that was not in the book in Lobo?
Lobo.
Was that the motorcycle guy?
Jason
Yeah.
Momoa.
Oh, that's what I wanted. I wanted to bring him up because I'm like, oh gosh, he's so good. Like you're almost like, gosh, man, like he's such an awesome part of the movie. Like, why isn't he in the movie more?
He is so unnecessary. His character is, well, I guess they tie in his character pretty nicely, but yeah, I wish that he was in it more often. I thought he was going to be the villain when I saw the trailers.
It makes you think. I mean, other than the fact that they were adapting Woman of Tomorrow, why is this not an adventure between Supergirl and Lobo? Like, I know you're adapting Woman of Tomorrow, but they changed so much from the comic that they really weren't adapting Woman of Tomorrow. You should have cut out Ruthie, and you should have just made it a Lobo and Supergirl team up story, because that would have been so much cooler.
Yeah. If they would have had more interaction like that, like it was just like one-on-one with each other, that would have been a lot cooler. Yeah. I think one of the funniest parts in the latter half of the movie is when Lobo is like, "Oh, I'm so proud of you," to Ruthie. But it's also like one of the weirdest moments. You're like, but why? Why are you proud of her?
Yeah, what kind
Like,
of
because it's like there really wasn't any mentoring going on.
Yeah.
But if there had been, it would, anyway. So it was funny. It
The
was a funny
small bit,
part.
yeah, the
And
small bit of bonding they had in the jail cell really
right.
skyrocketed there. It was
Right. It's really that's the perfect word for it. It skyrocketed. You're like, huh, wow, you really got close.
Yeah. No, his little motorcycle is great. His
Little motorcycle.
His big motorcycle. His motorcycle he's driving around on is great. He's great. Jason Momoa was
His
born to be
chain,
Lobo.
they animated that chain so well. I was very satisfied with that combat.
Now, I fear
the cigar.
This wouldn't make any money, but I would love to see a Lobo movie. That'd be great.
Yeah, that would be cool. Because we're like, well, for me, I'm like, who is this guy? Like, he's really cool.
Yeah.
Like if we could have a whole movie, like you said, that would be neat.
Yeah, he might be better serviced to pop up in a few bigger projects, like maybe he's a Man of Tomorrow or a Justice League movie, and then he gets his own thing, so that we kind of give more. I mean, even if we're like, oh, we introduced him in Supergirl, yeah, well, nobody saw Supergirl, so
we need to reintroduce him. Well, and I think they set him up as a bounty hunter because he is a bounty hunter. And I think if they did like a Guardians of the Galaxy type movie where he just goes around collecting bounties, that would be an interesting. I'd watch that movie, and it's just Jason Momoa going all out, being himself, and He plays
As
a
much as I
great
liked,
Lobo. Yeah.
as much as I liked him as Aquaman, this is so much better. This is such a better fit for him.
Yeah. Have you
I mean,
guys
he just
seen Have you guys seen Descendants 3?
no. Is he in it? Oh wait, yes,
No.
I have. Is he in
No.
it?
No, he's not in it. But you know Hades? I think he would play a great Hades.
You
Mal's
think
dad.
Jason Momoa would be a
Jason
good
Momoa would
Hades?
play a great Hades, and his Lobo character reminded me of Hades in Descendants 3.
I haven't seen that
Completely
movie in a while.
completely from left
Random
field.
connected.
That's just a fan casting that I
Is
have.
is Lobo found canonically like
Yeah,
okay?
he's had like I think he's had his own comic runs and stuff.
Okay.
But yeah, he's like an immortal guy.
Demi
That's
guy.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you think he fit well in this movie? Because
I think if you take him out of the movie, nothing changes.
I agree.
But
Yeah.
I also think I mean it was a welcome addition, but it wasn't necessary.
Yeah, I enjoyed him, but I agree.
I bet they spent more on getting him on the movie than the movie's gonna make.
Well, very possible. He actually, when he found out that James Gunn took over the DCU, the first thing he did, one of the first texts James Gunn received was from Jason Momoa, and it was just Lobo baby.
Lobo baby.
He
I remember
he's
you.
wanted to do Lobo.
Yeah.
Like he's been waiting for his moment. So I'm
That's so
sure when they were
funny.
like, "Do you want to do Lobo and Supergirl?" He's like, "I'd do it for free."
That's so great. That's awesome.
Yeah, he did a great part.
Well,
So yeah, Lobo was a highlight, Superman was a highlight, and Supergirl was a highlight. The rest of it, I think, is just aggressively.
Yeah.
yeah, it's
There's lots of
definitely
questions left unanswered.
the plot could have been thicker.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of choices that just like, why did you make that choice?
What are normal Supergirl villains? Because, like, Superman has General Zod and Doomsday, and
Yeah, I don't know. Woman of Tomorrow is her most famous comic. It's one of her most well-received comics, and Krem is the villain in that. But I guess I don't know. She has many other like iconic solo stories that I'm aware of. So I guess I just don't know.
so what do you think about, or because a lot of these movies are comic adaptations? Do you think we'll get a full new villain, or do you think the comics will write it first before we get any sort of new villain?
I don't think that any movie will ever create a wholly new villain. Um, at least not a major one. Maybe a minor slight character. But I find oftentimes what they'll do is in any of these movies, sometimes they'll grab a random villain who you've never heard of, and they won't even be like anything like they were like in the book, but they just like grabbed a name from a comic, and it's
Yeah.
basically a new character, but just using a name of an old character. So I'm sure that's what they would do is they would find some random character and be like, we're doing
Supergirl
Prince
versus
of the planet of Gabagool, and then he's nothing like he was.
Gabagool.
wherever he is from.
the Gabagool system.
Gabagool.
You don't have the
Tony.
Gabagool? You're telling me you don't have Gabagool? What is this? All right, well,
What kind of Italian restaurant is this?
you don't have the
You don't have
Gabagool.
Gabagool?
You tell
What
me.
the heck?
What the hell, man?
Tony, shut down the kitchen.
Don't.
All right, bring in the big guns that don't have the Gabagool.
Tear this place down.
I wonder if Do you think this movie? Because I've seen some comments online that this movie James Gunn was trying to replicate Guardians. Do you think that is an accurate statement? Because just with like the planet and like when you're in space, it's hard not to pull things from Guardians. But obviously, like the plot wasn't similar to Guardians. I don't
So
know.
it does feel very Guardians to me, and I'm sure it does to you too.
Like Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. James
It
Gunn's
does feel
probably
yeah.
greatest creation.
Yeah, I mean, it feels a lot like those movies. It does, but the problem with those comparisons is James Gunn didn't make this movie. James Gunn just produced this movie. Like, he didn't write the movie. He didn't direct the movie. Like, yes, he's in charge of DC and he greenlit the movie. Maybe he shouldn't have. He insisted that this script was really good, and I don't think that's a correct statement. I don't think the script was particularly good.
I think the
In fact,
message was, but I think
I'm a
the
little
script
yeah,
itself was.
a little concerned because the woman who wrote this script, Anna Naguara, this was, I believe, her first movie. So she doesn't have any other movies under her belt, and she's writing Wonder Woman and Teen Titans. So,
Okay.
like, there's a little bit of hesitancy there.
I hope that
Now,
she sees feedback and hears it and takes it.
right.
Because I think for her first.
A little talking to by James Gunn.
Yeah.
So I said that it was a good script, but this was really shitty.
Everybody
Just want
hated it.
you-
I liked it, but everybody hated it.
Yeah.
And the problem is Craig Gillespie, who directed the movie, he said in an interview, and like, I don't know why you'd even admit this. He's like, yeah, I didn't read the comic. Yeah, so I read Anna's script and I was like, this is good. And then I didn't want to be influenced by the comic, so I didn't read it. He's like, I looked at some pictures from it, but I didn't read it.
But when you're producing a movie, when you're making a movie based on a comic, shouldn't
it's like your job to know what.
pull the inspiration from source
Yeah,
material?
when they came
It seems kind of lazy.
when they came out and pitched the movie, it was, this is an adaptation of Tom King's Woman of Tomorrow. In fact, the movie was originally called Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow.
Yeah.
They just ended up removing the title from it, probably because
Man
they're
of
making Man of
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow next year, and they just didn't want to have any confusion. But like, this was supposed to be the book, and the fact that he didn't even read the book is just like, maybe you shouldn't be making these movies. So it's like,
How do these people get into these
I know.
positions?
So it's like, was this
Yeah.
bad direction? Was this bad writing? Was it a combination? Could an Anna Naguara script under a director who cares about Wonder Woman or Teen Titans be really good? Maybe. I don't know. But the fact that this movie was not great does give me a little bit of pause and concern about the fact that she's writing two really big movies. I mean, Wonder Woman especially. That's huge.
Yeah.
That's really important to get that right.
And also the fact that she hasn't had, like you said, this is her first movie?
I believe so. Don't quote me on that, but
Okay.
I'm pretty sure.
Okay. Still, Supergirl as your first movie is crazy pressure. And I think, I mean, qualifications be what they may. I think Gabe and Nate, well, Nate specifically, you should drop out of med school. Gabe, you should go back into college. And then I'll switch my major to directing. And then we'll all make some great movies. Because we'll show them how it's done.
We'll make a Batman movie for you.
Get Jensen Ackles on the phone pronto.
Batman stories, and it's going to be a hodgepodge of Court of Owls and Long Halloween and Batman and Son, and it's not going to make any sense, but it's going to feel right in my heart because I love those books.
It's going to be a 5-hour movie, and
it's going to be really dark and gritty, and we're going to have Superman kill everybody. Oh wait, no,
Red
sorry,
Sun.
we're not Zack Snyder.
Yeah, That's good. Well, I have no other comments on this movie. My verdict, I like your scaling, Gabe. I'm going to say 7.5 out of 10. Nate, did you
I
want to
agree
put a
with
number?
I agree with Gabe's scaling. Like
7?
Yeah. 7.
Seven.
Zeven.
7.
Sipped.
But one last thing I want to touch on before we wrap up.
Yeah, of course.
What do you guys think this means for the future of DCU? Because I'm seeing a lot of people panic and saying, like, they're going to have to reboot again. They should fire James Gunn.
Well, I have no background in this, so I have no idea.
Well,
See,
you've
because
seen...
the whole disclaimer around me is that like, I'm here, but when you're going through that stuff at the beginning, I'm like, I don't know. I don't
You just
know.
have to smile and wave.
Yeah.
Well-
I'm afraid I was doing the opposite of that.
You were sitting
I
there
think
like...
I looked like I was dead in the beginning.
Well, Nate, you're
But
actually an
Gabe
expert.
wasn't paying attention. He was reading off the 20 minutes worth of
Well,
That's
Nate, you've
just
seen
it.
all of the newest DC, so you're basically an expert. So you can't even have any excuses about that.
You are caught
You're
up
caught
on
up.
DCU.
What?
You are caught up
You're
on
caught
the
up.
DCU.
There's been 2 movies.
Is this?
Just the 2
It's
movies.
just the 2 movies.
I think
I'm like,
James Gunn is
there's
doing
no
great.
way. There's no way. I can't be caught up.
Technically, we need to watch the Suicide Squad because that's kind of sort of DCU canon, sort of, kind of, not really, but it is, but it isn't. It's kind of confusing.
I think
Well,
James. I have a lot of faith for James Gunn, and I think that even though this one was a little more shaky, I think Superman was a great start, and
if they
it's
keep
hard
going
to
that
beat.
way.
Yeah, it should continually at least stay like not go lower than Supergirl. I don't think I'd be comfortable with anything worse than that.
If Lanterns is really bad and Clayface is really bad, then we can have a conversation about the direction. Because I have full faith in Man of Tomorrow, and I think Man of Tomorrow will be excellent. But then the problem is, so are the only good projects the ones that James Gunn, just singular
Guns.
James Gunn writes and directs? Because let's run through everything that is DCU canon or DCU soft canon. So you have The Suicide Squad, written and directed by James Gunn. Fantastic movie. I love it. It's great. I'm going to make you watch it soon.
Wait, so there's Suicide Squad and then there's the Suicide Squad?
Yes. So Suicide Squad is shit. The Suicide Squad is excellent. I know it's very confusing.
And one of them has Jared Leto.
Yeah, because I was like, wait a minute. I thought I remembered Gabe saying that like he enjoyed the Suicide Squad.
The Suicide Squad. Not Suicide Squad. So The Suicide Squad is canon-ish. Peacemaker season 1 is like 99% canon. It's a great show. I love it. Blue Beetle is soft canon. Blue Beetle is also like a 7 out of 10. I actually think Blue Beetle is a little bit worse than Supergirl. But that's one of those, like, it's a relic from DCU. It's kind of sort of canon. They're bringing the same actor back to do an animated TV series. It's like, it's just, that one's a little bit weird. So we kind of sort of count that one, kind of sort of don't count that one. Mm-hmm. Then you have Creature Commandos, which I loved. Ryan didn't finish watching because he didn't like the music choices.
The intro was terrible. Continue.
That is such a stupid gripe with the TV show, but whatever. Then you have Superman, which is an old-timer. Then you have Peacemaker Season 2, which is weaker than Peacemaker Season 1, but I still enjoyed it for the most part. Then you have Supergirl. So you look at all the ones that I just said were really good, they're all James Gunn projects. So if Clayface is bad, that's not a good sign. But I think Clayface is going to be good. I also think it's going to make a bunch of money because it's on like a $45 million budget, which is like nothing for a movie. Like horror movies can make that back in a weekend.
Oh, yeah.
So that one I think will be good and profitable. Lanterns, I do have hope for Lanterns. I don't love the poop suits, but
what?
They're brown.
They're Green Lanterns, but they have like brown suits.
Why?
Because
I don't
they're
know.
dumb.
I don't know.
They hate money.
It might just be the one suit. We don't know yet. We haven't even seen him wearing the suit. The suit is just hanging up in a closet in the trailer, but it's brown. I mean, it's brown.
Maybe the suits are green, but like he pooped all.
I think that's what happened. Knowing Green Lantern, knowing Hal Jordan.
he in the movie that we just watched, he is a janitor, so you know he just fell in a bunch of shit.
Yep. Oh
Yeah,
my
so,
gosh.
Lanterns, I still
Apparently
have,
shit stains.
Can't get that out in the wash.
Nope, sorry, and it's like perfectly stained brown. It's like
these are the parts that were
So you
great.
got covered everywhere.
yeah. Oh god, what a terrible day at work.
You guys can't get me a new suit. No, you have to keep wearing this one.
Yeah, it's a testimony to I don't know all the
The
mistakes that you
Brown
made.
Lantern.
Yeah, and the no, sorry.
No, keep going.
I was gonna say, well, like if it's a real lantern, like it's the fuel is the methane gas coming off.
Exactly.
Anyway,
Oh, it's terrible
whatever
for the
Gabe was saying.
environment.
Yeah, so what I was saying.
The cow farts. Actually, no, that's not even.
All right, I have to go pee. You continue talking.
Okay.
If you need to pee.
But yeah, no, I think Lanterns is gonna be good, I hope, other than the fact that the suits concern me a little bit. And then
When are all these movies coming out?
so Clayface comes out in October. Lanterns is a TV show that comes out in August.
Okay.
Man of Tomorrow comes out in July of next year.
Okay, so maybe I'll be around for that.
Yeah.
The July one.
Yeah. And I don't think you're gonna want to watch Clayface because it's a body horror movie and it's not your jam.
Oh, scary movie.
He's not a scary guy. Not a scary movie guy.
Not what was the Halloween one? For Batman.
Oh, the Long Halloween.
Not the Long Halloween.
The cover art's scary.
The cover art was scary. And actually the what is it? The start screen or whatever you'd call it?
Yeah.
That's creepy too. And then you're like, "Oh, this is a really good movie." It was actually a really good movie. And I'm sorry that I didn't watch the beginning
First
of it.
30 minutes.
Yeah, because I'm like, well, I caught on to the whole thing, you know. I actually would not mind watching it over again. Obviously, you don't mind watching it over,
It's
man.
a great movie. It's a great book too.
But
I own the comic if you want to read it.
I have other things to do with my time. As you know, I returned the, like I
Return
would.
my Star Wars book.
Yeah, I would be okay if like you
Okay, I'm
just
back.
told me what happened in the book and I sat there and okay. No, I'm talking about the Star Wars book.
Oh, the Star Wars book. He returned Heir to the Empire.
Where did we go?
Well, we just got into the weeds.
The weed.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was getting.
No, not the weed, Ryan.
Yeah, the
okay?
weed. I know that you guys
didn't get
have
into
some
the
on
weed.
you right now.
Okay, not us.
The cops are on
Not
their
us.
way.
Not on this end of the screen, okay?
Who knows what's going on over there?
Yeah.
All right,
This
all right.
end, we're playing.
Gabe, I cannot hear you at all. I don't know what's happened, but I think the microphone pointed away from you or something. You have to like talk into the mic.
Did you lose me? Hello?
Yeah. Ned, I can hear just fine, but Gabe, not so much.
Okay. Anyways, I was saying,
Translation, shut up, Gabe.
I was just saying while you were gone that what was I saying while he was gone?
I don't know where we started.
How about we just wrap it up?
I think I was just saying that the future of the DCU is going to be fine.
Oh, we were talking about the movies that are coming, and
yeah,
and
as long as stuff that James Gunn doesn't make is good, like if Lanterns is good, if Clayface is good, we're fine. If those things are bad, then we're going to have some. Maybe we need to restructure. So
you're fired.
We'll fire him.
yeah.
We'll wrap
So
it back.
crossed. I have a lot of faith in the future of DC. Get us a Wonder Woman movie. We have a Wonder Man TV show. We should watch it. It's good. Get us a Wonder Woman movie. Give us Brave and the Bold, and make sure give us a World's Finest movie or a Trinity movie, and the world will be okay. So.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll
Inject that into
definitely
Gabe's
circle back to that. We'll definitely circle
Give me
back to that
World's
James
Finest.
Gunn question later on, but just keep that in your mind to ask later. Well, I've had a great time.
Yeah, me too.
Thank you, Nate. First ever appearance on here. It's incredible.
Read this book. Read the book. It's better than the movie.
I'm glad that we could all get together for this. We need to
Yeah.
do this more often, Nate. You have great critiques on
In
movies,
person.
and I know you have so much knowledge on comics and DCU and MCU, so
Absolutely.
You're our guy.
I'm basically the expert here. So
Pretty much.
yeah.
well,
It's like Ryan and me in terms of knowledge.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Gabe's,
From
and then,
most
so
knowledge.
yeah. So it's Nate,
yeah, quite
Ryan, and Gabe,
frankly,
and then Max.
Max is dead.
He's never coming
Max
back.
is
To be
dead.
clear, we launched this podcast as Max, Ryan, and Gabe talk about superhero stuff. We haven't seen him in months
Max is from
from the show last summer. Yeah.
yeah. He was the
He was-
Joseph,
yeah,
right?
he was Joseph.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. I just wanted to make sure I had the right person in mind.
Oh, he's dead.
Where is
Oh,
he?
speaking of dead people, we didn't talk about this. Seth Rogen?
Oh, that's right. Seth Rogen was.
Where did he come
was the
from? I
first-
thought he died.
He must have recorded this before he got run over at Mr. Marathon's mansion. I mean, mysteriously died.
I love that little train
What told
conductor,
me. What
bus
told
conductor
me.
guy. Yeah, incredible. Okay, thank you guys so much for watching. We have merch. Gabe is not wearing it right now.
No, I'm not, because I didn't know we were going to be in the basement. It's colder down here than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, if you like their
I'm wearing a
bathroom
Lily
setup,
Calderon shirt from Agatha All Along. You should
very
watch
good.
Agatha All Along. If you haven't, it's very good.
I haven't.
I haven't watched that yet,
I
actually.
don't think you have.
No. There's a lot of things.
It's a lot of things.
Yeah. Anyway,
Well, Nate, why don't you give us our outro?
what? Just like goodbye.
That's
All
an
right.
outro.
I think. Yeah. No. Thank you guys for watching. It was a pleasure to be on tonight, and have a good one.